guys, what is going on? My name is Memento, and welcome back to another Warframe video. This time we're going to take a look at the Nami Skyla Prime, and we're going to wrap up Hydroid Prime and his weapons. So let's get right into it. So now, as always, we're going to take a look at the aesthetics first, because to some people, fashion frame is the true endgame, and aesthetic must mean more to some people than the actual stats itself. So in my personal opinion, they look alright to me. They're not really that elegant design. I mean, the actual larger blade has a more elegant design. That shorter craggly blade I'm not as huge of a fan of, but I think it's really fitting for a pirate like Hydroid Prime to have a cutlass, because you can't be a pirate without a cutlass, and an eye patch, and a hook arm, and a parrot, and a peg leg. Why didn't he have a hook arm? Damn it. But all that aside, they missed their chance, really. They should have made it the Nami Skyla Prime instead of the Nami Skyla Prime. Not only to introduce another single sword that's been primed, but to not over-dilute the pool of dual sword weapons, because we have a lot of those already. But the little blade does look intimidating. It's curved, and it's got little jagged edges, and it's just craggly looking, and it looks like you'd get tetanus from getting stabbed with it. It looks pretty cool, but it's by no means my favorite looking prime melee. But enough about that. Let's get into the actual stats, because that matters more to me than the looks of the weapon. So, comparing it to the Nami Skyla, you're getting the prime treatment, you're getting the upgrade. It's pretty much, you know, a better weapon across the board here. You're getting higher base damage. You get lower impact, but that doesn't matter because you're getting higher slash and higher puncture. The higher slash means a lot here. You're getting a much higher critical chance. You're getting a 20% over a 5% on the standard. You're getting a much higher status chance. You're getting 30% over 10%. A much higher attack speed. And you're getting 2 V polarities and a D polarity, while the standard version has no polarity. So you are getting just a ton of upgrades. This is a mastery rank 11 weapon, so that's the only thing that the standard version has over the original, that the standard version is MR0. So you can use the standard version at the very beginning of the game when you get into it, and you have to grind up a bit to be able to use the prime variant. However, I think it's definitely worth it. It's a very strong weapon, and yeah. There are not many quirks to the weapon. It's got high spin damage, and the coolest thing about it, it's tied with the Prisma Obex and the Tipido for the highest base melee attack speed, which is really awesome. This thing, you can swing it around, especially with swirling tigers, and you become an attack helicopter, and you'll just use those blades to just destroy everything. Now, I only have one build to showcase. It's super effective though. I personally have 1 Forma on it. However, you can easily make this a 0 Forma build if you Forma that dash polarity, which matches crossing snakes, for the 2 little squiggly line polarity. I believe it's the Zenuric one. It's the 2 dashes. That matches Swirling Tiger, which I believe Swirling Tiger is the infinitely better stance than crossing snakes. So I'm using primed pressure points. You can use the standard version. Of course, we always use that for the extra damage. We're running the Blood Rush Drift and Contact combo for the obvious reason of, you know, accentuating that critical chance, getting those red quits. Yeah, I'm using some red quits. And yeah, you get it. It's just super nice, and it really works well. It has a high critical chance, so you might as well take advantage of that. We're going to use Berserker for increased attack speed. We're basically accentuating the strength of already having the fastest, highest base melee attack speed, and we're going to build onto that. Then we're going to run 3 dual stat elementals / status mods. I'm running Viral and then Electricity, and you're going to reach 96% status chance when you have all 3 of those mods combined with Drift and Contact, so that's really nice. And with that all being said, the icing on the cake, we're going to put in Condition Overload, which is just going to take this weapon up another notch, and basically takes advantage of that 96% status chance. And of course, you can always maybe take out the Berserker if you want and add in a 4th elemental status combo mod and get the 100%. However, the 4% doesn't really matter that much in my opinion, and you're better off having Berserker for faster attack speed so they can just shred through things like they're, you know, toilet paper. So the idea of the build, proc viral and bleeding to just kill high level enemies ridiculously fast. Then you have Blood Rush and Condition Overload ramping up to just great like power levels and just killing enemies quite quickly. So you might notice this video is a little bit short, and I'm gonna take a few seconds here to rant because I think this should be said. I'm a little disappointed in this weapon, and it's not because it's a bad weapon. It's actually a good weapon, but that's all I can say. It's just a good weapon. It's a generically good weapon. There's nothing that sticks out about it. And what I'm disappointed about is that they chose to prime another set of dual swords when we already have so many dual sword melees in the game. There's no wow factor. There's nothing that makes this one stand out amongst the others. I mean, if you're not even counting the variants of dual sword weapons and just the regular versions, there are 11. So that's just oversaturated at this point. And they could have used the prime treatment for Hydroid Prime to go, say, the Nami solo and have an actual single cutlass and make it more appropriate for a pirate, and have a new single bladed melee that's been primed to stand next to that Docker Prime. And you know, only having 2 stances on the dual swords right now just makes things even more monotonous. You don't have any variety. It's either Crossing Snakes or Swirling Tiger. And I mean, there is the Conclave one, but that doesn't count. Not many people play Conclave, and I have no opinion on the Conclave mod. I do the PVM, and you know, Swirling Tiger is just infinitely better, in my opinion, than the Crossing Snakes. So you're basically left with one you know, stance that should be used, and the other one is just kind of weaker. So overall, I would say that the story of this weapon is that it's good but uninspiring. There's nothing special about it, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm sorry about that rant. Definitely check the weapon out. Don't let me saying all of that stop you from trying it out, besides for just mastery points. But until next time, thank you for watching. My name was Memento, and more Warframe videos will come out soon. I will see you guys later.